Good evening from windy Idaho. Anything I say on this video is my opinion only. Today we're going to talk about Christmas. Christmas on the homestead. We have a long tradition of celebrating our Lord for the Christmas holidays, and I like to continue that. And I hope in the future that we have the freedoms to. But I want to talk today about Christmas in the past, and see where it's going. I was born in a family of 10, plus our parents. We didn't have a lot, but we had a lot of love. Some Christmases we may get an orange and a pair of socks. Hey, that's fine. Candy cane, maybe. That's fine. That's the way we grew up. Didn't have it, you didn't get it. Nowadays, everybody has to have. And I believe that Christmas, especially, is Christ's birthday. Okay? So, and it didn't matter if we got an orange and a pair of socks, and generally the socks were gloves also. Might get an extra pair for a pair of gloves. We ran around in the high top, if you got a high top, and the Converse tennis shoes all year until summer. Then you ran around barefoot. That's the way it was for a lot of poor people. Did I miss anything? Not really. We had, we had preserved fruit. We had an eighth of an acre garden. We had fruit trees, and we exchanged people for the kind of fruit trees they had. So if they had apples and we had apricots, we would swap them out, can them. Green beans, nothing better than preserved green beans. All sorts of other stuff. Tomatoes and potatoes and whatever. That's what we ate. We got milk from a local dairy. We didn't have somebody telling us, oh, raw milk's bad for you. We grew up big and strong. As you can tell, I'm not a little guy. I love my milk. But, nowadays everybody has to have everything on the menu, and kids are given coffee, and we didn't get coffee. Christmas Day, we'd have people over, and they may or may not have alcohol in the house, and my mom liked vodka, so we'd just sneak in the refrigerator and pour some vodka in a glass and go upstairs and drink it. They thought it was water. It's a nice thing about vodka, it's easy to hide. But, that's what we did. We did with what we had. And that's the nice thing about homesteading is, and it's going to come to a point where you're not going to have all this stuff come in on the trucks because they're trying to shut that down. Or the boats. They're plowing vegetables over in all these states and getting it from another country. Beef, same way. So if you can get out there and raise yourself a beef, things will be great. But, my main point here today is talking about Christmas. And since we got the 12 days of Christmas coming, starting tomorrow. 12 days of Christmas was just a story to us. But, come Christmas Day, we would rejoice in the fact that Christ was born. And that's why people are so independent in Idaho. The locals. The ones that come in here not so independent. They believe what the government tells them. They travel 800,000 miles from another state and come in here, and all of a sudden they believe the government. And we don't do that. We are self-preserving, I guess, for lack of a better term. We don't take crap from people. If you ever got into a fight with somebody from Idaho, you'd probably see why. We don't take the crap. And, we were taught to fight for our freedoms. We were taught to fight for what is right. And, up until that point, we're God-fearing people, but you push us the wrong way, and we're going to fight back. So I just wanted to let you know a little bit about myself. People in this state, very independent. I live in a rural community. I'm 3 miles out of town. The people out here are independent. Not so much in the cities and the town. We live small town, I think 7,000 people, maybe 8,000 now. But, we're a little bit more independent out here. And that's the way we like it. We don't like neighbors. We don't like the boo-hoo bull coming from the neighbors, or we don't like the city government telling us what to do. And if the county government doesn't do what we ask them to do, they're gone. So, just believe that on the homestead is a special place, and Christmas on the homestead is a special place. I've lived in the cities. I've lived in the capital of Idaho, Boise. Too big for me. I don't even like going over there anymore. I don't have any use for it. That's the last thing in my mind I want to do, unless I have to go to the capital and tune some people up. But, that's another story. We are independent-minded folks. And hey, we're good people. As long as do you want to be a good person, be with us, hey, we're good to go. If you cross that line, the line in the dirt, I pity you, fool, like Mr. T used to say. But for now it's Christmas time on the homestead. Until next video, thank you for watching, and we shall see you next time. God bless you all.